Carbs are evil. They're literally ruining your gains. Okay, I know this sounds kind of crazy, but have you ever eaten a lot of carbs before a workout and instead of feeling all the energy come in, all the pump, you wanted to go to train, suddenly you're feeling asleep, you're feeling super lazy? Well, the truth be told, it's a real issue. It's an actual biological thing, and carbs are responsible. Basically, after eating a lot of fast digesting carbs, which can be something like bread, sugar, spaghetti, etc., you get a quick burst of energy, but you also create an insulin spike, which then turns into a crash quickly after. You can kind of imagine it like a dopamine spike. If the drop-off you feel is too intense or too quick, you start feeling completely out of it, and that's when the sleepiness comes in. You can probably imagine why being sleepy for no reason is not beneficial for your workouts and your physique. But during the workout itself, you'll probably often feel dizzy or lightheaded, or you just feel like throwing up. And it's all because of carbs. I had that problem for a very long time. I tried to go in, have a very hard workout, and then after like a few sets, I started feeling very tired. My body would start kind of not listening to me anymore. I'd start to feel like I want to throw up. I'd feel lightheaded. All of these problems just because of carbs. And after I've cut out all the unnecessary sugars, I've been able to train for a lot longer with the same intensity. And it's all just from not eating carbs. How simple is that? Okay, now let's assume you only ate proteins and fats before training. What happens? When you're consuming things like proteins and fats, your body takes longer to digest them. It's not so intense, so you don't create an insulin spike. Therefore, you don't soar up and fall down, just like with dopamine or eating too much sugar. You don't get that experience. You're always getting the same steady amount of energy, which also, by the way, if you average them out, if you average out the energy of the sugars and the fats and proteins, the fats and proteins give you a steady source of energy that's also on a higher level, so overall, you end up just feeling so much better when consuming only fats and proteins. I've also never felt myself to be as tired and I haven't wanted to throw up nearly as much, if at all, after cutting out sugars. There's also one more huge benefit. Once you don't give your body enough sugars to digest, it has to digest and get energy from somewhere else. And what it does, simply, is you start burning more fats instead of sugars. So not only are you benefiting for your workouts, you're also making it easier for you to lose weight in the future. Or even right now if that's your goal. Okay, but does that mean you shouldn't eat carbs at all? Absolutely not. Doing something so radical as cutting out 1/3 of what your body digests is just simply not healthy for you and straight up stupid. So don't do it. But you can definitely start transitioning your diet to eat more fats and proteins instead of all these evil carbs. And from my current experience with limiting sugars, it's absolutely worth it. Okay guys, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, see you in the next one.